The secret about the pie is no strange additives. Keep it simple, keep it pure, pay more for the ingredients, and make a good product.
Welcome back to Kimchi Rednecks. Today we are in Pyeongtaek and we are at Biltong Box, which our guy here is making meat pies, South African style. We're on one of the main streets here, heading through the back half of the Ville. We got some street parking, and there's a parking lot over here, but it is apparently for a hotel.
I wonder if he's still hanging on.
I promise I don't want to slice you to the base.
No. There we go.
And we've got an address over here, and it's already got a line for me, so when we get a second, we'll go inside. So that YouTube life, we're over here trying to get in here and make a video, and he keeps having customers walk in.
Which what makes us happy. We're not trying to get in the way of his business.
Yeah.
So he's popular.
All right. So now that the customer rush has thinned out, we got a little interior shot. There are no tables in here. This is takeout only. There's the man cooking some pies because they just took all of them, and he's got his South African traditional jerky. And there's the other wall. It is not a big place.
The other wall.
All right, so we're here at Biltong Box. Introduce yourself and tell us what you got going on.
Right, hi everybody. My name's David. Originally from Cape Town, South Africa. I've been in Korea for 13 years.
Oh, that's been a minute.
Have a Korean family. This is my retirement plan. I originally arrived here as a teacher, as most foreigners do. Opened up my own academy in Bucheon for 5 years. COVID came along, we stuck it out for 2 years. We moved back to Pyeongtaek because my wife has a business in town. And I was going to retire and be a stay-at-home dad. And my wife enticed me into making biltong. And so this is the retirement plan.
It was a good choice. I'm glad she talked you into making it because it's pretty epic.
It's great because it gives me a chance to converse and speak and get to know the foreigners on base, and the guys here, everybody's really good. I haven't had much opportunity in the last few years to speak to foreigners. It's all just been focused around Koreans. So I've actually become an extrovert again. Over the 13 years, I slowly became an introvert, and I can't seem to keep quiet anymore. I just keep talking. Right.
All right, so for those who don't know, what is biltong?
Right, but biltong is basically where beef jerky originated from. It's prime cuts of beef, the top end of the cow. It's been sliced. There are no chemicals, there are no preservatives added. It's spiced, and then it's air dried in a controlled area, humidity control and temperature control. Turnaround time is usually about 4 to 5 days. We offer it in traditional biltong, and then we do a spiced chili biltong as well.
And then the other thing you have is...
Right, the other one is salami sticks. I tend to call them cabanossi. My wife doesn't agree. She says it doesn't taste like cabanossi. That is pork spiced, filled into the casing. It's smoked. I do a double smoke on it.
It tastes fabulous, and I don't like salami. So...
And then it's air dried. Its turnaround time is usually about 3 days. Okay, so that's the meat products.
Right, let's talk about these pies, your meat pies. Meat pie being very different from a pot pie, which Americans are used to.
Oh, right. So these pies originate from the UK, from Britain. Obviously, they moved through the Commonwealth to Australia, to South Africa, New Zealand. The secret about the pie is no strange additives. Keep it simple, keep it pure, pay more for the ingredients, and make a good product. Keep the price down, keep the people coming back. Good quality pies. There's no mush, it's homemade.
They reheat well.
They do.
They reheat fabulous.
You know what, even the pastry, even in the microwave, they do all right. If you have an air fryer, definitely go with the air fryer. It makes the puff a little bit crunchier and a little bit tastier. At the moment, they're coming 4 variations. I do the creamy chicken and mushroom sauce, which is actually, it's a home secret recipe.
I would keep it at home because that's a moneymaker.
Don't give out that recipe. That one's against
Right,
it.
that recipe actually comes from, I used to have a restaurant in South Africa in a place called Biltong Bay, and that was my mushroom sauce recipe. And what I've done is, because it's such a great recipe, I've just added the chicken to it.
It's amazing.
It's great.
Right, then I'm doing, on the beef side, I do a beef steak with cheddar cheese. That's my New Zealand special. That was just a request from a New Zealand family, and they were very impressed with the outcome. So I've kept it on the menu. I do an Indian curry. It's actually a South African curry. It comes from a place called Durban, where we have a lot of Indian folk living. So it's a hot, spicy curry, but not that you're going to perspire. It's just a good
It's
taste.
kind of strong, but it's not super hot.
It's not overbearing. Yeah. And then I do a pepper curry. A pepper steak. As we noted earlier, a bit of confusion about it. It's not bell peppers.
It's black pepper.
It's black pepper steak. It's just a stronger black pepper flavor. Right, what I try and do with the pies, I don't want a dry pie. Okay, so I try and keep my consistency the same way. I've got a saucy pie, but it's not runny and it's not dry. So I try and keep it in the middle there, that you don't need a bottle of water or something to get it down, and it doesn't mess all over your car or yourself when you eat it.
Yeah, you can actually crack it open and eat it and not have it just run everywhere.
That's right. Yeah.
It's pie perfection.
It is quite
Right,
good.
then other products in the store are stock Ceres fruit juice. It's South African fruit juice, no sugars, no preservatives. So if you have sugar diabetes or some sugar sickness, it's perfectly safe for you. 100% fruit. Secrets of the Valley, which is a blend. I do the mango, I do the apple, and then I do the large 1 liters. The stock on the shelves, I do Spanish stuffed olives, and I do sliced jalapenos, basil olive oil. Those products are pretty much a 5% markup. I'm not trying to make any money from those products. They are just as a product for a customer. So they are very cheap. I also do, I'm trying to do it as a promotion. I do Firestone Echo fire starters. It's a reusable fire starter for those guys that are irritated in Korea with trying to start their barbecue or their campfire. It's a briquette. You take it out, put it down, light your fire. When it cools down, put it back into the bottle, fill up with the oil, and you can use it. I've been using them, same stones, for about 5 to 6 years. Great product. As I say, that's really meant to be like a promotional gift set. We'll see how that goes.
And then I was telling him you also have like your cheese available. So for people who want to do, America's big into charcuterie boards.
Right.
You can get the biltong for your charcuterie board, and then there's cheese as well.
No, I'm really into that as well.
And you've got some
And I have stuffed pepper juice with cream
peppers
cheese.
or whatever
Yeah.
down there. Yeah, you can make yourself a salad.
I really like making those boards at
Yeah.
home as well.
Get that.
Ooh.
They look amazing. In the oven, that's beautiful.
Look at the golden brown on that. It's getting good.
Get in there. I can also make up platters for anybody who's interested, or on base if you're having an office meeting. I can make up pies, whatever you like. If you
So if someone was say needs an order ahead of time, if they message you like when they send you a text message, can they order ahead?
They can give me a phone call, they can send me a
Perfect.
message. If it's a large quantity, I can custom make your pie. If you're after a spinach and feta pie or a creamy chicken asparagus or something like that,
So
something special.
You could cater something that's off menu.
I
Just
could
you need
cater-
to know ahead of time.
I could cater it if I know ahead of time, and it's not 1 or 2. You know, if you're after 10 or so, then no problem. I can
So
make
for
that up you.
someone with a large order, they should probably message you ahead of time to make sure it's ready.
If you give me 2 or 3 days, because some of the things I'd have to source, like asparagus, for example, is not readily available everywhere.
But for your regular menu, if somebody say wanted a large quantity,
The
could
day
they just-
before.
The day before.
Just 1 day notice that I can get it prepped for you and get it ready. On Friday, I'm wanting to introduce one of South Africa's best kept secrets. South Africa does a sausage, we call it a boerewors. Translated, that's a farmer's sausage, it's a thick sausage. I'm going to be on a Friday and Saturday from 4 p.m. I'll be barbecuing the sausage outside. I've got a gas griller going, and we'll be putting it into a hot dog and offering it as a burrito stock.
That sounds marvelous, actually.
I'll have the relish for the American guys, a nice hot chili sauce, ketchup, and mustard, obviously, running. I was thinking about doing maybe a caramelized onion and a sliced pepper dew inside it.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
And that could be a pretty good topping.
That sounds...
That sounds like what I want.
That sounds like you might need security.
Right, so that's the plan. If you want to take a look at those pies are now,
Yeah, how are we doing? Oh yeah, now
almost ready to
now
come
we're getting
off.
some color on them there. Let's get a little zoom in on that.
They'll be out in the next minute or two.
Oh yeah, that's lovely looking.
It smells amazing.
All right, so
And that's pretty much the Biltong Box.
that's pretty much the whole thing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna help you get retired, man. Your retirement's gonna be great.
Right, so
retirement's going to be busy.
It's gonna be busy.
for the people in YouTube land, we've already taste tested some of these pies, and we will cut to that now. Welcome to the taste test portion of this video.
Yes.
So we're here. We have some meat pies.
We actually have one of each of the meat pies that were available. Where do we want to start? Chicken and mushroom?
Sure, start at one end.
And no, we are not eating all of these at one time. All right, so chicken and mushroom. Minnie Moo is over here like sniffing it kind of hard too.
So to be fair, the pies from this place are takeout, so we have brought these home and reheated them for dinner, so. Minnie Moo don't care.
Oh my. That chicken mushroom is amazing.
She was like, damn it, give me some.
Wow.
This is good. This is well done.
I could eat this one every day.
Yeah, sorry, Sarah Lee or whatever it is, chicken pot pie. This is...
Wow. The flavor of the mushroom sauce with that chicken.
Man, shut up and give me some. Give her a piece of crust or something.
Okay, Minion, what do you think about the crust? You think, is that all I'm getting? Did you get the May?
I'm getting it. If you like the flavor of just a traditional chicken pot pie, this is in that ballpark, but it's in the premium seats and you know, your KFC chicken pot pies up in the nosebleeds. This is
amazing.
This is more of a meat pie and not a chicken pot pie.
I'm not going to get to eat this, am I?
Yeah, she's all about that.
All right. So chicken, a spot on. Fantastic. That's fabulous. Chicken and mushroom. I want more of this one. Should I be concerned?
Minion's still going, let me try it. Oh, she is eyeballing that hard.
You made that work for the other two? She's spoiled. What can I say? All right, so we got pepper steak.
Well, the sad thing is she doesn't normally get chicken of any sort, so she doesn't normally beg for it.
All right, so she's a bread dog.
She smelled that and was like, that is what I need in my life.
And she ate all of her dinner tonight. So she's not hungry in any way, shape, or form. All right, so I've got pepper steak, you've got curry, and you've got New Zealand.
Let's go with New Zealand.
All right.
So I would rather finish off with a curry or a pepper steak, which are more likely to be like right up my alley. I don't know what a New Zealand is.
Honestly,
If it's a kiwi pie as a word joke, I may have to stab somebody.
honestly, I didn't even ask him what he meant by what is in a New Zealand pie. I just like, give me one of everything. All right, so New Zealand, that looks like it's got some cheese. It may be beef. Oh, it's actually really good. The cheese is good mixed with it.
This tastes more like a beef stew one.
You were such a hot mess.
Yeah, you don't like the beef one as much. I wanted the chicken.
No, she's not whining nearly as much. She apparently wanted the chicken and mushroom one.
She smelled that chicken and mushroom and was like, I found my jam.
So far, Minion is voting for the chicken and mushroom one. But I don't know, look. Do you see the face? All right, Minnie Moo, I'm opening the pepper steak.
Yeah, that's good. It tastes more Like I said, just kind of like a pot roast or a beef stew flavored one. Not bad. It's a hard follow-up on that chicken and mushroom, though.
Yeah, we started with what might be my favorite.
Yeah.
So it's definitely my favorite so far, and I don't know, Mini Moo's calling on the pepper steak now. That's good.
So the beef in it, very similar to the beef in this one, that kind of pot roasty texture to it. But the flavoring on it's a little more
Peppery.
So, to be fair, this was probably more of a me thing, but when she said pepper steak, I was thinking like the Chinese,
So was
like,
I.
green peppers and beef and whatnot. This is like black pepper and steak. Not bad. Not where my brain went, though.
No,
so.
it wasn't where my brain went either.
Still good, though.
Well, May liked the meat. I actually dropped a piece of meat.
You gave her a little bit?
I gave May a little bit of meat, and she didn't know. Hold on, Minnie.
All right. I don't know if it's just the position of your head from where I'm looking, but she sniffed that and went to bite it, and her eyes were like, ah.
All right, May, follow that up with a little bit of crust. There you go, the full experience.
All right. Spoiled ass dogs.
It's pretty good. I
is
like
good.
this one. And so I have to talk about this pie texture in this pie. Wow. This is, the crust is fluffy, it's light, it's flavorful, it's perfection.
And it's reheated.
Oh, when I was there when he was baking it. Let me just tell you, the smell of it baking, yeah. I like this crust though.
The crust is good. The meat is good and tender. It's not dried out or anything.
All right, now for the curry.
I do like a good curry. Now, to be fair, this one on appearances does look a little lackluster compared to the...
Well, to be fair, this one got a little squished, but also the curry sauce may have soaked in a little bit to the...
more, yeah, because the bottom of this is a lot more soggy than the other ones were. So that's probably due to the reheating.
The appearance may not look as good, but the flavors, that's a good curry.
So, again, brain going somewhere else. I was thinking that this would be beef curry, like
Japanese curry.
like a
Korean.
Japanese or Korean curry with beef in it. This is more like a roasted beef cooked with curry powder.
It's really delicious.
It's more of a curried beef than a curry beef, if I'm being pedantic, but it's not bad. It's a little spicier.
It's got a good level of spice, so it's not super spicy.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's enough that you notice it.
So if I had to rate them, number 1 is going to be chicken and mushroom. Number 2 is going to be this curry. Number 3 would be the pepper steak for me, and number 4 would be New Zealand.
Well, to be honest, because I like curry more than I do things that are curried, I think the other two, the beef and the New Zealand, kind of tie. I think the New Zealand might actually be slightly better than the pepper steak for me, but this one would probably bring up the rear.
Really?
As it stands at the moment, definitely the chicken
and
one
mushroom.
first, but the New Zealand and the pepper steak are fighting for second. And now, back to the video.
Like, subscribe.
Do the internet stuff? Come by and buy some pies.
Come get pies. Yeah, you want some of that.
Yes, you want that. So, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.